Hello friends, today we are discussing yet another important aspect of the creative writing process, the critical choice. Having seen what a plot signifies, let's move ahead with our understanding of what is meant by a critical choice in creative writings. Without a clear understanding of critical choice questions, one cannot possibly decide what course the writer is desiring to undertake to take his story or her story along the decided plot. What is a critical choice? You would wonder, why did I jump into a critical choice while speaking about this creative writing series? The answer is simple. It means you, as a budding writer, is already aware of the sequence or the plot and what grand choice you are making in order to reach your goal without any adverse consequences. Simply speaking, critical choice is the choice that the writer has made and would result in a change in course or a course correction in order that the story reaches somewhere. In the earlier video, I have dealt already and discussed about suspense versus mystery and did try to highlight how do they work, meaning moving forward or backward in action. In other words, a quest resulting in an adventure or an exploration, as in a thriller, or a quest that is more investigative, as in a murder mystery. Imagine the plot that I have defined and look at these aspects. Unless the writer knows what the critical choice that he or she is envisaging, the story would not move forward. As the critical choice would define the climax and the point of climax in a time zone that would exist in your story. Here, I give you an example from my own novel, debut novel, Together with You Forever, TWYF in short. I did a critical choice at the beginning. What is it that my protagonist would have to face after the protagonist received a flag or a foresight from an astropalmist about its life course path? Question mark. For example, are the astropalmist's observations on my protagonist's palm all going to come true, false, or would there be a second choice that the protagonist has got, which the protagonist can exercise? Life is full of the choices that we make. Even in choosing a stream of education, we contemplate so many varied choices. Hence, even the smoothest plot can result in a course correction if need be. In life, however, there isn't any cause correction. Hence, I love the Plancer method too. What grand change or transformation that will happen in the thoughts, feelings, environment of my protagonist when my novel ends is the basis for making a right critical choice, a spontaneous critical choice, a thought out critical choice. Hence, critical choice would help and support in understanding right at the beginning where the manuscript of the novel will finally reach or reach somewhere till it ends. This way, the writer will be somewhat in control and would never have to change course unless necessary or have a writer's block. Everything in the mind of the writer would easily flow through his or her hand, and the written hand would reach the reader's mind, touch his heart easily and convincingly. When I learned from the Oxford Lexicon that Ernest Hemingway wrote the last concluding chapter of his celebrated novel, A Farewell to Arms, 40 times, it sparked a trigger in me. And I reached directly at chapter 41, skipping all earlier chapters because I asked the question, why did he in earlier chapters not see the critical choice? And I also asked the question, why did he write the chapter 40 times? This truly intrigued me. And I couldn't stop but reach the end of his story's chapter. This was in order to find the answers. Here I end my video on the critical choice. And in the next video, let us discuss yet another important aspect of the creative writing process, the trigger. Thank you.